started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage. To get down there and make the stop at the 19. Moore will throw. He's going for it all. Holds it out. Finds some room. Touchdown Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Caught over the middle, it's Frazier. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Hard running there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosive. There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Moore to the air. Floats it out in space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Got a man. It's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up and play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for room, it's Frazier. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll try the right side. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Frazier. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Dogs are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Gets down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Now sliding to his left. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Keeps looking downfield. Connection to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a swing behind his pad. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And they will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Off the RPO, looking for the change. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to do it here in the 1st half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. The give to the tailback. He breaks the tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
They go right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Buys a little time with his feet. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Finds his man. It's Whittington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Moore to the air. Fires downfield. Got a man. It's Bryant. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. If these guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws, this guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Delp. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Grabbed behind the line. It's McCray. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Hunt is on its way. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Myers on the move. Got his man.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Got the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
First down for the offense.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. That pass not closest. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this one.
Forget the kick, he wants to throw it. He'll pull it down and run.
Man, the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. When it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I had to say about it.
Here's the handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going back to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Steps away to find some room. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Looking to throw again. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bringing it back. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown Ducks. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in the position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form the wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.